Coonsey. I'm Bullitt County Horticulture Agent at the Bullitt County Extension Service, and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about lawn care for the summer. A lot of these companies want to sell you fertilizer products for your lawn, and this is the growing season, so they're making a lot of money off of homeowners who don't know you're not supposed to fertilize in the summer. So fertilizing in the summer does a couple of things. It encourages your grass to grow really quickly and bright green. And when it does that, it makes it really susceptible to diseases and fungal problems. So we want to stay away from adding a lot of nitrogen during the growing season. So the other thing too about nitrogen fertilization is it forces top growth. You get a lot of green vegetative growth, which is what homeowners think they want, because it makes their grass look really green and healthy. The problem is that when you're forcing that top green growth, you're taking away from the root system. So root systems that become stressed due to drought conditions and other problems tend to not be as flexible and as healthy and can't sustain drought issues. So when we get a dry season, late July, mid-August, your grass is less able to sustain a drought issue and is typically more likely to die. So what we encourage instead of summer fertilization is fall fertilization. So try to fertilize your grass between October and December. If you like a really lush green grass and you really enjoy mowing, you can fertilize up to 3 times. It would be every 6 weeks between early October and late December. Generally, most homeowners can get away with 1 time. So do a soil test. Soil testing for a lawn is really easy. And if you live in Bullitt County, our County Extension District Board pays the cost of that soil test. If you don't live in Bullitt County, you would have to take your soil sample to your respective extension service. And there's generally a small fee for that, anywhere between $5 or $6 to about $20. We send it off to the lab. The lab takes about, the test results come back in about 10 to 15 days, depending on how busy they are. And we want you to test for lawns now so that you can get the results in time to make arrangements to fertilize in the fall. So we typically fertilize in Kentucky between October and December. So the way to take a soil test for your lawn is we want to sample from the first 2 to 4 inches of the soil, right underneath that root system. And so what I usually recommend for homeowners is just using a little hand spade. And you can dig up the soil sample, or you can come and borrow one from the county extension. Doesn't cost you anything. Bullitt County has 2 or 3 of them. I'm not sure about other counties. So call your county extension, see if they have a soil probe you can borrow. Soils are not real consistent, so I want you to take several small samples from all around your yard. If you're going to treat it together, test it together. We only need about a pint. This is the bag that we send into the lab. Typically what I tell a homeowner is to fill up a sandwich-sized Ziploc baggie and mix those samples together in the Ziploc baggie and bring it in. We need it air dry when you bring it in because the lab can't test it if it's wet and muddy. So let it air dry before you bring it in. We'll send it off. We'll take care of you. So when your test results come back, give me a call at the extension at 502-543-2257, and I'll go over those results with you and kind of explain to you what the recommendations are and what you'll need to buy. My name is Loralee Coonsey. Ask for the horticulture agents or get my email address at Loralee, Lorillee.Kunze @uky.edu.